Okay. So whenever I go to halter a horse, I make sure that I have my lead rope and my halter ready and that my horse is looking at me, right? So that I'm not sneaking up behind him, which we got already greeted him. And then we're going to stand by his left shoulder. And I'm going to demonstrate how to halter first, and then I'm going to have you try it after, just so you can see how it, all the steps. So I'm going to take the lead rope, which is this long part that connects the halter, and go over his withers, which is the tall part of his shoulder. And that way he's caught. If he walks off, I can grab the lead rope and ask him to come back towards me. And then the halter has the noseband, right? This part with the knots here. And then this long part that's called the pole band, which goes behind his pole, this little knob in between his ears. So I'm going to hold the pole band with my left hand and go over his neck with my right. And then I'm going to drop it with my left hand and pull it up with my right and try to have it sit where I want it, back behind those ears. And then with my left hand, I'll grab the pole band, and we can see he's already bringing his head towards me, right? And offering to put his head in the noseband. So I'll just let him do that for me. And if he didn't offer his head, I could use the pole band to pull him towards me and then slide that noseband over his nose. There's another little knot here in the middle of the halter, and I want to make sure that that's sitting right here at his throat, right? Because then that will tell me that the halter is even and sitting up high enough so I can adjust it when I go to tie the knot. We want the noseband to be 2 fingers off of that protruding cheekbone, right? And we're going to tie it a little bit tighter because it's going to work its way down a little bit as the knot settles. So I'm going to take the pole band and go through the back of this loop and then make a loop. He's like, what are you guys doing? Make a loop towards his hindquarter, right? So towards the back of the horse, and then take the end and go through that loop. I want the knot to be sitting on the loop of this halter. And I know that I've tied the knot correctly if the end is facing towards his tail, right? Because otherwise this would be poking him in the eye. Okay. And then to undo it, to unhalter him, we would undo the knot. And then with my right hand, I take a hold of this pole band again, take the noseband out, and then I would hold him here until he's not trying to go anywhere, right? But if he was trying to leave or be impatient, I would hold him here until he was patient, and then take the pole band off and take the lead rope off. I know. He's like, who has a treat? We're not giving you any treats. Okay, so you're going to get that all situated, all right? So you have your lead rope and then your noseband and your pole band. Good. So you can stand close to his left shoulder. Good. He's very interested.
So interested.
Nice. Lead rope goes over. Good. Nice. Being a little wiggly. Good. Very good. And adjusting that bottom knot. And you can even bring it up a little bit higher if you need to. And you can look at where the noseband is. Sometimes it sits a little bit too far down on the nose. So you can make sure that it's level on his nose. That way it's not pulling at his hair or pulling when you tie the knot. Through the back, yep. And then that loop will go towards, yep. And you can make this flat against that loop. So it's going to go underneath that other loop. Good. Nice. Looks good. Okay. And then to unhalter, so you can ask him to bring his head back towards you. Good. And then remember, somebody's screaming. You're going to not drop the pole band, right? So you're going to hold the pole band with your right hand until he's waiting patiently for you. So you'll untie the knot. Good. Nice. Drop that noseband. Good. And you can ask him, good, to come back towards you, right? And then when you feel like he's being patient, you can take the pole band off and then grab your lead rope. Good. And just make sure you grab everything so that you don't trip on it. It's like, and where is my treat? Good boy.